You ready for the final act of the evening? What a way to end the evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're in for an absolute treat. Please give it up big time for the superb Zoe Lyon!
Really? Wow, well done, people. Well done, my little warriors for entertainment. Look at you, fucking yes! 10 to 1 out here, sitting elbow to greasy elbow by strangers you've never met before. It's very much the Ryanair of theatre experiences, isn't it? Couldn't get into a musical, fuckers! Let's sweat with strangers in a pit until 10 to 1 in the morning! I love this is why I like comedy. I love comedy. It's such a human experience. You know, you didn't have to leave your houses to be entertained this evening, did you? And let's be honest, you know, you could have done any number of things. You could have stayed in, watched any number of things, any manner of devices. I mean, never actually watching anything. That's not what you do, is it? You just flick through the endless possibilities available to you while you're waiting for food you couldn't be fucked to cook yourself to be delivered on the back of an uninsured moped. It's brilliant. It's the brilliant world we're living in. That's why I'm fascinated by the time we live, because the world we're living in today is both brilliant and shit. Almost simultaneously, isn't it? Almost in the same breath. It is. I saw a little Deliveroo driver knocked off his bike in Brighton, where I live, and of course I live in Brighton. And look at the shoes, if anything was in question there. Look at the fucking shoes. Haven't missed a bus in 35 years. Move to Brighton. I say move to Brighton. That's not strictly true. What happens is old lesbians don't die. We just wash up in Brighton. None of us intend to move there. It's like a sort of natural migration. It's very much like the running of the wildebeest. I'm surprised David Attenborough hasn't covered it in one of his programmes. Here they come, the little lesbians under the cover of the moonlight. But listen carefully, you can hear their shoes. We just get carried away by a favourable tide, and it's the buoyancy of our crocs that keep us afloat. It's marvellous. It's nature incredible. Anyway, so I saw a little Deliveroo man knocked off his bike where I live, and thanks for that London level of concern. Fuck him. That was an audible fuck him. Can't even know where they came from. He was all right, I can tell you that. He was all right. His bike was a bit mangled, I know. I can also tell you the delivery loader wasn't quite so jolly on its side in the middle of a junction, spewing out half a Chinese takeaway. But all I could think, seeing that very modern-day tableau in front of me, was, well, now obviously there's a couple in the Brighton Hove area sitting on a sofa, undoubtedly wearing matching activewear, just looking at a stationary blue dot on an iPad like that. That's not moving now, is it? He's fucking eating that, isn't he? He's eating that. It's the world we're living in. It's brilliant, brilliant and shit. It's great. Beginning of this year, I don't know if anybody saw, beginning of this year, January, first week of January, the Chinese Space Agency managed to land a robotic probe on the dark side of the moon. Did anybody see this? Yeah, it was an amazing piece of technology, wasn't it? It's incredible, right? It landed exactly where it should have landed, at exactly the right time, with hours it sent back images via satellite to Earth, right? Amazing piece of technology, incredible piece of design. On the very same day that happened, I had to pop up to London, and my Southern Rail train was delayed for 45 minutes, my friends, because of, and I am quoting here, issues. That was the excuse. Issues. That's what came up with the town. Sorry about the delay. Issues. I mean, issues. Issues makes it sound like the train of a massive crisis of confidence, doesn't it? Just thought about its life, just threw itself on the tracks, just smacking its little wheelie legs away in despair, screaming into the midnight air. I don't think I ever wanted to be a train. I mean, don't you find it incredible these two things can happen on the same day? It's like to infinity and the issues, and it's just. We we talk about colonising other planets, there's a bit of my brain that goes, fuck me, I hope we don't get the transport contract on that project when that happens. It'll be a national embarrassment, won't it? And it'll be a very complicated system of single tickets to get the cheapest fare there in the first place, wouldn't it? Do not attempt to travel on a bank holiday if you bus replacement from Pluto. That's what you're looking at. Still, it'll all be alright after Brexit, won't it? How long have we got to go? Is it what, 6 days or something? 6 days? Fucking hell! Fucking hell. Do you know what? I was a Remainer, right? I was a Remainer. I'm not a Remainer, I've accepted it. And now it's such a fucking clusterfuck. There's a part of me that just wants a long, hard Brexit. That's what I want. I don't want any mediocre, soft, in the middle sort. I want a fucking hard Brexit. I want this to have been worth all of the shit of the last 2.5 years. I want us walking around in vests with gravy and blood down the front, a cocked shotgun over one hand, 3 teeth in your head, a piece of straw hanging out, clutching a Bible. Get off my fucking land! I don't want a recurrence of the millennium bug when nothing fucking happens. Proper Brexit. No food, eating your own pets. That's what I want. Proper. This better have been worth it, hadn't it? God, I mean, poor Theresa. There is a bit of me that actually feels sorry for Theresa May now. There is just, I mean, a little bit. A time, no, because she's trying so hard to look human, and it's not easy. Not easy when we look like you're being equally happy on land as in water. Do you know what I mean? There's something amphibious going on there, isn't it? I mean, ladies, ever wondered why she wears the high collars? Fucking gills! That's what's going. Somebody's got the job in the morning of feeding alive rats with a metal glove. She's even started to look like a question mark. Have you seen that? She's just... Do you know why I think we're in this situation? I think we're in this situation because there are people running this country who have far too much confidence and not enough ability. I think that's the problem. And you know, and that's our kind of problem, isn't it? Because we've encouraged kids to have confidence over the last fucking 20 years or so, and they boost your confidence, have confidence in yourself, have confidence. You can go into any bookshop, buy a load of books about boosting your confidence, watch videos about boosting your confidence, you know. It's about boosting your confidence. There's a bit of me that goes, well, confidence is all very well, but shouldn't we be focusing on fucking ability? That's what we should be focusing. Do you know what confidence is? Confidence is a drunk person crossing the roads. That's what confidence is. I'm gonna make this! Because every single person in this room will work with somebody in their office who has loads and loads of confidence and yet is a massive bellend because they have no ability whatsoever. We need to encourage people to have ability. That's what we need, ability, folks. I mean, it's weird, isn't it? The weird things people do for confidence, particularly women as well. I was watching one of those proper sort of guilty secret sort of plastic surgery programs from the States a few weeks ago on telly. You know the sort of ones where they had, there was a woman, she wanted big boobs, she wanted the big boobies. She already had nice boobies, she had nice boobies, but she wanted the big boobies. She wanted the big half moon boobies, right? And she got the big boobies, massive half a basketball boobies, and the doctor said to her afterwards, she went, how do you feel now, Chantal? And she went, I just feel so confident. I thought, to do what? Fucking float, that's it, isn't it? Ability's what we want, not confidence. I don't want to be in a plane that's in a disaster situation, somebody coming over the town and going, can anybody fly a plane? This woman going, no, but I've just had my tits done, and I feel so confident! I know John, at the start of the show, was talking about flying. I get a little bit nervous now flying as well. I was coming back from somewhere the other day and they were doing that safety thing, and I noticed for the first time I had a little proper look at that little whistle they've got on the side of the life jacket. They'll always mention, they'll always point it out, won't they? You know, in the event of landing on water, there is a whistle to attract attention. Have you ever really looked at the size of that whistle? Have you ever looked at the size of that whistle and thought to yourself, fuck me, if we've been in a plane that's fallen 40,000 feet out of the sky, probably on fire, and that hasn't attracted attention. think we might be fucked. If you're relying on that little whistle, if this has managed to go unnoticed, think about it. The Atlantic Ocean in all its vastness. Huge cruise ship liners as big as tower blocks. Massive cargo ship. The only way you're surviving that situation is if the woman with the big false boobies goes floating by and you all grab hold of it. Life jacket whistles, and the reason we believe in them is the reason why Brexit happened. If you haven't questioned a life jacket whistle before, we'll believe any fucking shit. Oh God, it'll affect us all differently, won't it? Well, I mean, it will affect me. I've got a Dutch wife, which is not a euphemism. I'm very aware a Dutch wife sounds like a very posh piece of barbecuing equipment. So that's what it sounds like, something you could get in the big John Lewis, doesn't it? The downstairs section, home and garden. It's got what, darling? It's got a guarantee. It lasts for a long time. So yes, I've got a Dutch wife. So I mean, well, obviously she'd have to go back. And she doesn't read the papers. I haven't told her. That's what I said. Pack your silly little wooden shoes and off you fuck, love. Unfortunately, it's the will of the people. Take your shitty cheese with you too. It's Edam, it's not a proper cheese, is it? Come on, it's not a proper... Come on, you're amongst friends, it's not racist to admit we all think Edam's a bit shit, isn't it? It's like a sort of learning cheese, Edam, isn't it? It's like an entry-level cheese. This is like my first little cheese, isn't it, Edam? It's the sort of cheese you give to people who don't like cheese. That's what Edam is. It doesn't even taste like cheese. Do you know what I found tastes more like cheese? The wax around an Edam. That tastes more like cheese. It's a weird old word, isn't it? It's a weird old word. It's a weird word because we're constantly told to be, be confident, be the best we can be the best person you can possibly be. I blame advertising. I know it's a real cliche, but I do. My thing this year is to buy less shit that I don't need. That's my thing. I'm going to buy less shit that I don't need. Because we all buy too much shit that we don't need. Because we buy into that idea that stuff will make our lives better, don't we? You see the adverts. Adverts chip into that idea that a product will make you better, feel more successful, be more motivated in your life. You don't have to listen to the words that come out of them. Gillette, the best a man can get. Because you're beach body ready. Because you're worth it. It means... bullshit, doesn't it? It's absolute bullshit. I want an advert that's aimed at people like me. Just to sort of... mediocre, slight disappointment, often below average. That's what the advert... I want to turn on the telly and see the advert that goes, have you been at home all day, crying in your knickers and eating biscuits? Well, this is the cream for you. Shame from L'Oreal. Because you knew this would happen, didn't you? Ridiculous stuff. Even inanimate objects trying to make you feel better about your life. I stayed in a hotel recently. It was a really weird hotel, right? I went to the bathroom, all the little soaps and shampoos with little messages for me on the side. The sort of thing. Hey, It was a bar of soap on the side of the bath that had stamped on it, hey, good looking. Hey, come on, fucking hell, look at it, it's weird at best, isn't it? Hey, good looking. And I just looked at it and I thought, how fragile are we now as a species? That somebody would genuinely take a compliment from a bar of fat infused with lavender. Somebody would look at that and go, thanks very much. Blushing. Because it means nothing, doesn't it? It means absolutely nothing. I thought you won't be so positive in a minute when I'm using this to clean the crack of my arse. right? The hotel had a carpet, right, that ran between the rooms that had little motivational messages on it, little fucking horrible little quotes and sayings, right? And one of the quotes and sayings on it was, "Don't be a tourist, be a traveller." Oh, you see that everywhere now, don't you? Don't be a tourist, be a traveller. This was at a hotel in central London. I thought, who the fuck do they think is checking in? Marco Polo? We've all Googled the shit of everything within half a mile of this place to get the cheapest deal possible. We are all tourists now, my friends. None of us are travellers, don't believe any of that shit. We crawl around this earth like ants on a piece of fallen fruit. Honestly, there's not a patch of this planet we haven't fingered. You could spend 2 days trying to get to the top of Machu Picchu. I guarantee the first thing you'd lay your eyes on is a lost Deliveroo driver. And I like to travel. I do like to travel, but I am a tourist, not a traveller. Anybody else prepared to admit that? I've never been, even as a kid, I was a young student, I was still a tourist, just a poor one, you know. I've just never been very good at roughing it. I've been to countries where the only option has been a squat toilet, and the only thing that have come out of me are tears. That's it. Honestly. I've gone, well, if this is the only option, then this is going to be a very anxious couple of weeks of no skipping, jumping or coughing, isn't it? This is fucking coming home with me, that's... You don't even have to go that far afield to be presented with the old squat loo, do you? Where do we get them closer to home? France! Exactly, France! We get them in bloody France! Fucking France, they lull you in, they make you believe we're in a first world country, don't they? You can be there for weeks, you'll never see one. They'll be like, oh, come look at the art, the architecture, the literature, the philosophy, sophisticated gold-ware. Oh, an incredible advanced nation this is. 3 weeks in, squatty potty! Thank you, France! My dad lives in France, and I was there a couple of weeks ago. We were having a little road trip, right? And we were driving through quite rural parts of France, and then we had to stop for a wee, and got to a little service station. It was the only one around, and I went into the loo, right? I went into the loo, and because I was busted, opened the door. It was squatty potty. Right? I thought, I've got to go. Come on, I'm an adult, I can do this, right? So I closed the door. This was brilliant. I closed the door, and it was fantastic because somebody put a rope on the back of the door. So essentially it meant you could abseil down into the... Fucking genius. You can have that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a pleasure coming into the Comedy Store. You've been a beautiful late night audience. Well done. Well done. Holding it together like a bunch of pros. Well done, you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. I've been Zoe. Thank you very much for listening. Take care.